Well, she's a trash bag. She's a dirty ass dog. Shit. Let's get straight into it. Giving all honor and praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakah Hakudash, and double honors to the elders and apostles, the men of great millstone, whom Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, established and teach and preach the true doctrine of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Shalawam, Bayat Bayat Shah Dawada, and to the rest of the brethren on down that's teaching and preaching the true doctrine of the house of David, Shalawam to you, Mashpakah, and also to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the real children of Israel, who fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob, Yasha Allah. Shalom to you, Mashpakah. Shalom, Mashpakah. Right? Shalom, Aziyallah. Shalom, brother. Yeah, I heard that I was sitting back just watching a little lesson that you brought out earlier today pertaining to those demons attacking, right? That's why it's imperative that we keep this faith in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua and in nothing else. See? But I want to go into today just to open up, to break the ice. We're going into why I put the title, is faith. We need this faith. Yeah, of course, we're supposed to be keeping the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, turning back to our heritage that he gave us, right? But it's about faith, man. We got to be established in the faith. That's the number. That's the one thing that's going to cause us to be saved, is faith. That's the one thing that's going to keep these damn demons off of us, right? It's all about faith. Now see, ultimately it's all about the commandments too, because they work one in one, hand in hand. One hand don't wash one hand. Both hands washes one another. See, so faith and the keeping of these commandments that Yahweh Shah gave us, hey, that's what it's about, right? See, but faith, you gonna need more faith than it is to pertaining to, oh, you just relying totally on the commandments. The commandments was just given to us. It wasn't set up to say, okay, well, you gonna get salvation by this. I'm gonna save you by this. No, the commandments was given to us to guide us in life, to see how we supposed to be walking and conducting ourselves. It was a light unto the path of your feet, to guide you in life. That's what it was for. See? But this faith is always going to carry us through the rest of the way. See? It's about faith, man. Right? Because that's one thing, a lot of our people, they don't have that right now. They don't have it. See? So what you gonna do when the MOTB come out? What you gonna do? Is you gonna totally rely on the commandments? Yeah, you gonna keep that one commandment that he told you, don't take it. But what about the rest? The commandments ain't gonna save your ass in that time, man. We gonna need faith because, hey, trouble is coming. It's coming. You see what the devil's doing? They doing all this shit they doing. Whenever these devils start bringing out, you know, doing fake-ass assassinations or whether real assassinations, they always come out with laws behind it. Always. Every time these devils come out with something, then you see somebody get shot, they always start going attacking the guns. That, oh, you people can't own guns and stuff. This place will never get rid of the guns. Never. Because it was founded on violence. And guess what? It's going down by violence. See? Matter of fact, let's grab that one real quick. Revelations 18. This place was established by violence and is going out by it. Right? Revelations 18 and verse 21, straight to the point. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. See, it ain't gonna be found no more at all. These Edomites rulership, their time of ruling is gonna be completely over with. See, that whole eagle, the wings, those wicked ass feathers, those claws, it's all gonna be burnt up. All of it. It's all gonna be burnt up. See? So we gotta rely on faith. Faith is gonna carry the way for us, man. It's going to carry the way for us. See? All right, what the brother put in there? Numbers 35. Numbers 35, what do you say? Isaiah out of Numbers 35, 33. So ye shall not pollute the land where ye are, for blood, it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Yeah, they got to be brought down. See? And that's one of the reasons why dealing with one of my favorites in that Revelation 6, the 6th chapter, and going into around the 10th and 11th verse. See? When our forefathers and forebrothers, we're going to go through that same persecution when they went to the Most High and they cried unto him. The same thing that Abel did when Cain slew him. And the Most High said, for thy brother blood cried unto me. That's what he did. He went back to the Most High and he started complaining against that wicked motherfucker for what he did. And that's the same thing, and Abel was a representation of the elect. See? And that was the same thing that our forefathers did when they went back to the Most High. They did what? When these devils were persecuting them in the old times and now. They go back to the Yahweh and they complain. They complain. When you gonna avenge us of these damn devils? See? And that's what we doing right now. We crying and complaining against these devils. When you gonna redeem us out of this, Yahweh Shemiah Shah? See? But faith is going to have to carry the weight, man. It's going to carry the weight. Shalom, Mashukah Yasharala. Shalom, brother. Faith is going to have to carry the weight, man. And a lot of our people, they don't have it. They don't have faith. And they don't understand. That's one of the key components that you're going to need in these end times, man. You see what these devils trying to do? See? When they doing this false shit pertaining to when they putting forth this false flags or whatever, if it's real or not. They're always doing this shit and they got some agenda behind it, man. These Edomites don't give a fuck, man. They're killing their own people to try to institute these particular things that's going to come down the pipe, that they laws and shit. They're killing their own people to do it, man. See? And that's a lot of things what our people don't understand. These devils will do all kind of wickedness just to put forth these laws that they want to bring out. Yeah, we're gonna create this incident. We're going to kill this person just so we can do what? So we can create these laws. You see the little little clip that they doing with the little Edomite broad. I got you. What they do with the Edomite broad that supposedly got stabbed in the neck by Jake. Now, if he committed murder, that's wrong. See, we don't condone it committing murder. Now, if you got to kill to save and preserve your life, hey, I give thumbs up. See, ain't nothing wrong in that aspect. But murder is wrong. See, so if Jake did that, which he committed murder, that was wrong. But fuck that Edomite bitch and fuck that Edomite dude. Don't nobody care. See, we don't care. See, it ain't got nothing to do with us. Let the Edomites worry about that. We don't give a fuck about that. But the point is, pertaining to the little Edomite broad, what they say about her is they persecuting them fucking Ukrainians, and they calling her a refugee. But what they doing about our people? They calling them Northern Kingdom fucking illegal immigrants. Ain't that a bitch? You calling them illegal immigrants, but you got other motherfucking people that wasn't even from over here. You calling them refugees. You see the difference. You see the difference. See, they point you Jakes out to be the crooks and the criminals, but these damn other other heathens that come over here, what? They just give them a free pass. Why you ain't rounding them up and sending their ass off to some internment center and persecuting them and separating them from their wives and their mothers and their children? Why you ain't doing that? They fathers. Why you ain't doing that? So we can care less what the hell these Edomites doing. Hell, blow all you motherfuckers. Matter of fact, blow all your goddamn heads off. You know, hey, have all your necks be cut in. See? And a lot of Jakes, you a bunch of wicked ass. Like I was just looking at the elder brother, Karatazar, from out of Vegas. He just put it on this little thumbnail, this thing. Shalom, Mark, Shalom. He just put on this little thumbnail with Samuel Jackson holding on to the damn Charlie cat, whatever the fuck his name is, Kaika, whatever the fuck his name is, hugging him and shit. Hey, most Jakes like that. Man, don't care nothing about these Edomites. These Edomites ain't care about you, man. They don't care nothing about you, man. See, we give all honor and praise and glory to Yahweh Shemnah Shah when he calls one of these devils to take themselves out, right? And that's causing me, let me go grab this real quick. Right? Because he said that's what he gonna do, man. What you think in this time gonna be happening? Yahweh Shemnah Shah gonna be pitting these Edomites against each other. But let me grab this before I grab that Isaiah 19. Matthew 24. And, you know, let's read up a little bit. I'm gonna jump in at 6. Matter of fact, let's start at 3. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came up to him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world? Meaning what? The time of the end of this rulership, not the end of the earth, because it ain't going nowhere. The earth go body forever, right? And it says what? Verse 4. And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach. I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things shall come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be, and what? Let me see. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes at diverse places. And when it says kingdom against kingdom, yeah, he gonna pit these Edomites against each other. Matter of fact, let me grab that Isaiah 19. He gonna pit these Edomites against each other. So when we see that, hey, what you think these Edomites do with us? When Jake out here don't want to repent and slaying and killing each other, what you think these Edomites do for you? What they do? The first thing they say is point the finger at you. See? But when they do these things to each other, they put in your mind that you're supposed to say, oh, see what's happening? Oh, it's the terrorists and shit. And it's these goddamn devils doing it to themselves, man. See? These devils doing it to themselves. Right. And it says what? Let me grab this Isaiah and I grab it. Isaiah 19 and I just jump in at 2. And I will what? What is the matter of fact? I started 1. The burden of Egypt. And we're talking about, we're in spiritual Egypt right now. We ain't talking about modern day Egypt. It's talking about spiritual Egypt. And Babylon the Great is all that. Assyria, ancient Babylon, the ancient Medo-Persia, all that's wrapped and rolled in one in this damn place. And it says what? The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. Meaning he go come into this place. When you go into that Zechariah the 5th chapter, right? He shall enter into the house of the thief. And it says what? Behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. And the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst thereof it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. See? So that's what you see going on right now. We don't care nothing about what these Edomites doing. Hey, all y'all blow each other heads and necks off. Y'all ain't gonna do it to all of y'all, because why? Y'all gotta go into captivity. You damn devils. I hate weak jakes. I hate our people that's weak, man. That see stuff going on, and then you got so much fucking compassion for some damn Edomites. See? But let you see your own people killing each other. You don't care nothing about that. That don't make you mad and pissed off that your people are still in that corrupted mindset to keep killing each other instead of loving each other. See? But you got so much compassion for these damn devils when they do it. You so heartbroken because these devils will kill each other. So fucking what? Let all of them unload and blow each other heads off. Right? Kind. Let me grab this real quick. Right, brother. I'm gonna get those faith ones too, but I just wanted to open up with these first two. Spirit drove me that way. But what the brother put in, Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtain a good report. Kind. Same brother, Ecclesiastes 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? Hey, he ain't gonna be good to no fucking body. Dude, hey, he ain't gonna be good to nobody. And these Edomites, hey, they through. And they damn sure ain't gonna be good to you, Jake. They ain't never been good to you. You've been in the bottom of their shoe. You know, like the elder Elder Gabar say, Apostle Gabar say, hey, you always been the ass end, the butt of their damn joke. See? Damn devils. Right? The brother Ashamiah Ra'awaban, I guess of the tribe of Reuben. And it said Zechariah 13:8. Right. New International Version, NLT. And the whole land, declares the Lord Yahweh, 2/3 will be struck down and perish, yet 1/3 will be left in it. Kind. You damn right 2/3 gonna be cut down. And he gonna bring that elect up out of it. Same brother put in that Jeremiah 2:14. Is Yahshua a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? See, we've been spoiled, but everything been taken away from us. Because of why? Because we lack the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. What is that? Isaiah 5:13, I think. See, that's why. Because why? We lack the knowledge of Yahweh. We turned from the ways that he instructed us. See, therefore we went into captivity for the. See, same brother put in that Isaiah 19:2, NLT. I will stir up the Egyptians against the Egyptians, brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. And you see what he's doing right now. See? You see what he's doing? What the brother put in? Isaiah Allah put in that 2nd Ezra 13. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. And who he gonna deliver? Yasha Allah, the elect of his people. That's in this time, in the same time period when all this bullshit going on. See, it ain't nothing but signs, right? And it says what? Those tokens. And it says, and he shall come into the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. He ain't gonna be astonished. He's just telling you that the Most High, he already know these things gonna be taking place. So why he gonna be surprised? Because astonishment goes into you being surprised or amazed at the things that's going on. He ain't gonna be surprised at this shit. See, and it says verse 31, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs which, it's like in the signs shall happen, which I showed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. Straight up. You see that? The water. God. Now you know I was gonna get those things. You know that was the next one. But let me grab this one first. Going into that 2nd Ezra, right? 6. Because these are some signs. Those are signs that's going to be taking place. So when you seeing these Edomites taking each other out, and so what? Rejoice. Give all praise to honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua for it, man. Because you'd be a damn fool not to. See, Jay got that weak spirit, man. It ain't about no everybody, man. It's about us and our power, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And that's it. It ain't about us, no all people, no none of that shit. The hell with these damn people, man. I refuse to have a weak heart. I man. I refuse. I ain't gonna do it. Ain't no feeling, no compassion. I'm worried about us. And I ain't even worried about all of our people. Now I am to a certain extent of people and said, damn, man, you shake your head like, damn, why they don't want to get it? But it's ultimately of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. See? But I'm worried about us. Preferably us, the elect, the true believers of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. That's who I'm concerned about. I ain't concerned about nothing else or nobody else, man. 2nd Ezra 6 and you know what? Let's start at 22, but 24 is the point. And it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouse shall suddenly be found empty. And that's what's going to take place here in Babylon the Great. The storehouse is going to be suddenly found empty. That's also something that's going to be taking place in this time, right? And they showed you a precursor of it when they was coming out with that C-19 shit. They showed you the precursor of what's going to be taking place. So how much more that's going to take place when you have civil unrest? See? And it says what? And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall be suddenly found empty. Now, when it says the places that were sown shall be unsown, you see that taking place right now. Take a good look and go into these old places in Babylon that had all the stores and all this shit. You see shit going under. What? The places that were sown, they becoming unsown. These are those birth pains of this place destruction, man. See? You seeing this shit. You seeing it. I know the fuck I am. I'm seeing it. Verse 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear, they shall be suddenly afraid. And what is that trumpet? What trumpet is it talking about? That's the sound of war. That's a trumpet. See? And it says what? And also when you can even use that for, hey, we blowing a trumpet. And in the process of us blowing this trumpet, what's happening with the nations? Preferably the nation of Edom. They get scared. They get scared. What it says that what is that? They shall see them. Would you go into the Ezekiel 37? They shall see them stand up on their feet, and Revelations 8:11 too. You know, and it says what? They're gonna be scared when they see these things happen. When us blowing this trumpet, fear gonna set in on these people. Verse 23, 2 Ezra 6:23. And the trumpet shall give its sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So you see all these things taking place right motherfucking now, man. One thing after another, one thing after another, just showing you those signs. Let me go back up and grab the brother put in there. He put that which I was gonna go to, but I'll read it. 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, the brother YAHACHARAB put in there. Right? 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And who destruction? See, these Edomites, their kingdom, their empire, it's finna come to a head, man. See? And they always been against each other. What you think they got fucking, it ain't nothing but the Roman Empire. You had the plebeians and patricians in ancient times, and now you got what? The Republicans. First you had the Confederate and the Union, and now in this time period, you got the what? The Republican and Democrat. These goddamn, hey, these Edomites always been divided amongst themselves, man. Just go back. Oh, that's the trait of the Edomites. Just go back to when Alexander Kingdom fell, when this bitch ass died. What happened? His kingdom was divided with his 4 generals. You know, Lysimachus, Cassander, Ptolemy, and Seleucus. When Seleucus died, fucking Antiochus got his kingdom. And what happened? Him and Ptolemy was going at it. See, these Edomites always been divided among themselves. See, to try to consolidate the power all to themselves instead of sharing it with their people. See, greedy damn dogs. But what it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. You see, and that's what's taking place with these right now today, man. And it ain't over. It ain't over. Because the Most High about to pit these motherfuckers really against each other. You really about to have civil unrest with these damn Edomites. See? Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. What is that? 15, is that 16? 2 Ezra. Let me see. I want this edition. Yeah, kind. Yeah, I grabbed that one too. Because the brother ain't put that in there. But let me grab this. YAHACHARAB, 2 Ezra 14 and 13. Now therefore, set thy house in order, and you better. And it says what? And the main thing of setting your house in order, you being established in this faith. And then and reprove thy people, comfort them as being troubled, and now renounce corruption. 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. You better get rid of that weak ass heart. Better get rid of it, because it ain't gonna serve you no good. You better be strong in the faith, man. Allow faith to strengthen you, not nothing else. Yahweh Shema shall give you the faith. Allow that to strengthen you. Not nothing that not no possessions of things you can see. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Meaning hasten to be delivered out of this damn hole, man. Our people don't think they in hell. They don't think they think they good. They think they living it up. That's why all y'all about to suffer, man. 2 Ezra 14 and 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. And they coming. And they coming. They coming. God. Brother Yasharala put in there 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not in him. Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh. And what's that lust of the flesh? Your ass committing iniquity. And it says, and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, abideth forever. You see? Let me go grab this though, right? I'm going to continue at verse 2 Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire, and this is talking about when you're going to have civil unrest here in Babylon, man. These people riding around, you got your jobs, and you think ain't none of that shit going to be able to help you. None of it. All the wealth that you going to hoard up, ain't none of it going to be able to help you. None of it. See? And all these people think the job you got, that ain't going to help you. That ain't going to fucking help you. Then it says what? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Big, healthy, strong, big, healthy, strong men gonna be motherfucking afraid, man. Go be terrified. Go be terrified, right? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. Because of what? Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's what's going to happen. See? So trouble coming, man. Trouble coming. And that's the problem with a lot of people. You better be established in the faith. See? Let me make this quick transition. Let me grab that in Matthew. You better be established in the faith, because that's what you need. Yeah, of course, the commandments going to let us know what we're supposed to be doing and not doing. But you better be established in the faith. Because if you ain't established in the faith, your ass in trouble. You in big trouble. And most of our people, you ain't got no faith. You ain't got no faith. But let me grab this. Matthew 6 and where we at? I started 19. Matthew 6 and 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Now, ain't nothing wrong with you gaining some things to take care of yourself. You're going to have to do that anyway. See, in this kingdom, what he says, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for reproach and to be subject unto payment. See? So we in this, we're going to have to earn it. Hey, you're going to have to do it. Just that goes back with Deuteronomy 28 chapter, when he said what? Pertaining to these devils. And whatever you want, clothes, food, water, what you got to do, you got to work to earn those things to get it from the goddamn devil, right? So it is what it is, right? So ain't nothing wrong with gathering some money, but don't put all your faith in that shit, man. Don't put it, because that ain't gonna be able to help you when all hell break loose. So he says what? Matthew 6 and 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. You see? And ultimately what it's talking about, it's talking about you establishing those treasures of faith, man. That's what we need, man. We need that more than anything. Because a lot of our people don't get it, man. They don't get it. See? And a lot of these damn niggas, you trusting in this damn devil, hey, your ass gonna fall short. You gonna fall short, way short. But let me grab this. Luke the 12th chapter, right? Because this is what Mashiach was speaking about these individuals. But let me read this one. St. Luke the 12th chapter. And let's start at, I start at 16. And it says what? And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thy ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But power said unto him, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich towards Yahweh. And what is that rich talking about, man? It's talking about that faith, man. It's talking about faith. That individual wasn't rich towards you. He didn't have faith towards Yahweh. He had faith in his possessions. See? So we ain't supposed to be worried about this shit, this tangible shit, man. That shit ain't gonna help us, man. Nothing. Nothing. None of this tangible shit is gonna be able to help us, man. Faith is gonna carry the way, man. It's gonna carry the way. Shit. And what you see a lot of these people, you got a lot of our people that hoarded up riches. That, you know, like I saw that video with Rick Ross, old reprobate ass. He was talking about, yeah, I'm building me a bunker. Nigga, that ain't gonna help you. Nigga, them riches you got ain't gonna help you. Nigga, that bunker is. That bunker ain't gonna help you either. Because why? One thing what's gonna happen is what? What did he tell this motherfucker? He said, thy soul shall be required. You might not be able to make it to that motherfucker. You might not be even to go down into that motherfucker for safety. See? A lot of our people, they don't have no faith, and they're gonna be destroyed. Me personally, I'm gonna speak for myself. I can see unbelievers. I can spot an unbeliever a mile away. I can spot a person that don't got faith. See, talk is cheap, man. Talk is cheap. And a lot of our people, they don't even show the actions of having real faith, man. Real faith is being able to do what Yahawashi did. Your life will get put online, and you'll be saying, oh, fuck my life. If I be killed, if I lose my life for it, it is what it is. See? And that's what he's looking for. He's looking for individuals with that kind of faith. Not for motherfuckers that just got faith and, oh, I only believe in this, and then when something happened, oh, my faith, I just teeter and fall. Nah, man, because that ain't real faith. See? And it says what? So he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich towards Yahweh. The individual, you got a lot of these people, they ain't rich towards Yahweh. The rich is what? That faith. That faith, man. We're going to need that. Let me grab 2 Thessalonians 6. But Slakia, 1 Timothy 6, 2 Thessalonians. 1 Timothy 6 and I started 17. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, meaning proud, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power, who in that trust is concerning what? Trust in that faith. You believing in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And it says what? Nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. Now it says, don't trust in uncertain riches. What it's talking about? Because a lot of our people, you think these things going to be able to help you. They ain't going to help you. Let me grab a couple precepts real quick. Let me grab this. That's Psalms 62. Psalms 62. Because that shit ain't going to be able to help them. And that's what Yahweh was telling these individuals, like in Matthew, which I'm going to read. And I read the one in Luke 2. That's what he was telling individuals. And it's about faith. Don't be trusting in these what you got, your possessions. Because that shit ain't gonna be able to help you, man. And a lot of people, they focusing on, yeah, I got 400 million. I got 100 million. I got 10, man, that shit ain't gonna be able to help you, man. That shit ain't gonna help you. That shit is not gonna help you. If the Most High said put a sickness on your ass, and you most Jakes, you'll try to be like these Edomites. You got a bad heart, and you ain't got ain't no, your number is not up to be picked to have for a heart to be given to you for somebody to pass for an accident or was killed. Jacob be trying to do what Edomites be doing. We're gonna kill and murder people. I'm looking for a person that got this same blood type that I got, and kill him. And I need his heart. I need his heart. Jacob tried to do the same thing Edom will try to do. Will try to use their money and their wealth to preserve their life. That shit ain't gonna help you, man. See? So we need to be established in the faith. But let me grab this real quick. Going back, read that again. It says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power of Yahweh, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. So it says, what? Trusting in uncertain riches. Psalms 62, and I start at 9. Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. To be laid in the balance, they are altogether lighter than vanity. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not thy heart upon them. See? So that treasure that we'll be, when it was talking about in Matthew the 6th chapter, build up your treasures in heaven. Hey, man, allow faith to carry the way, man. Allow faith to carry the way. Because it says what? Trust not in oppression. And what our people be doing? Quick precept is Isaiah 30th chapter. What he told us to do? What he told us not to do? He said, don't trust in oppression. Trust not in oppression. And what our people do? When it says in Isaiah, what is that? 31. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. See, and stay there on horses. See, and what our people do, they do the same thing right now. Sitting back, putting all your trust in these devils. Matter of fact, let me grab these real quick. And I'll come back to that Timothy. But I just wanted to bring these out. Because, hey, man, it's about faith, man. It's about faith. Yeah, of course enough, it's about the commandments of the Most High. But it's also a faith. It's got to be more about faith. So let me grab this. Isaiah, he trusts not in oppression. Isaiah 30th chapter. Isaiah 30 and and verse, I started at 11. It said, get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Yahacharab to cease from before us. And ain't that what our people say? Ain't that what these reprobated about people saying? Like, they don't want to hear the words. When we telling them this and telling them that, they don't want to hear it. You basically telling them, hey, what it says? Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Yahacharab to cease from before us. Wherefore, thus said the Holy One of Yahacharab, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. And that's what's going to happen to our people. See? You're going to be destroyed, man. Because why? You don't want to be established in the faith. When the individual speaking these words to you, what you doing? You said, I don't want to hear that. When motherfuckers telling you, giving you the instructions of Yahweh and reproving you and giving you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear the words of being reproved and showing and giving the righteous path the way you're supposed to be walking. You don't want to hear that. See? So destruction is coming upon your ass suddenly. Right? What is that in Sirach when it says they don't heap sin because in your comfort, just roughly paraphrasing, in your comfort, while you at ease, you shall suddenly be destroyed. And it says what? Going back to Psalms 62 and verse 10. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not thy heart upon them. And you ain't supposed to be doing that. Why? Because they ain't going to profit you. They ain't gonna profit you. Let's grab it. Precept. Proverbs 11 and verse 4. Matter of fact, let's start at 3. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profited not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. And what righteousness going to deliver us from death? That righteousness is faith, man. That's what's going to deliver us. Now, once again, of course it's the commandments, but it's more so towards faith, man. More so towards faith. Going down to verse 28. And it says what? He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. And that righteous is who? It's that those is established in the faith. Most of our people got to go. Got to go. Let's grab one more. Ezekiel 7 and 19. Ezekiel 7 and 19. It says what? They shall cast, let me start up. It says, they shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fear their bowels, but it is a stumbling, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. And that shit ain't gonna be able to help our people. You think them riches gonna be able to help you? That wealth ain't nothing gonna help your ass. See, ain't nothing gonna help you. Nothing. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that's the only thing that's gonna be able to help your ass. And most of our people, you already predestined to be destroyed anyway. Because why? You damn unbelievers. Unbelievers. You need to be killed. A lot of our people, like I was looking at this thing popped in on the feed with that damn reprobate, Ari Spears. And what he's saying now, he said, you know, a lot of our people, they need slavery again. They need slavery. Oh, now you want to be talking about that again? You reprobate? See? But a lot of our people, they need punishment. That's the only way you gonna get it. That's the only way you gonna motherfucking learn is by you being afflicted. See? The Most High put so much affliction on you that you will want to change. See? Because a lot of our people, you need to die. You gotta go. See? But let me go back to it though and continue with 1 Timothy 6. Continuing at verse 18. That they do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation. And what is that good foundation? Faith. Believing in Yahweh Shem Yahushua and repenting, man. That's what he requires to do anyway. He requires more so of that than the other. Now we got to keep the commandments, of course. We got to practice these righteous acts in the place of our captivity, right? But he requires more of us to believe. Because a lot of our people, they just unbelievers, man. They just fucking unbelievers. A damn bunch of reprobates that need to be put out. They need to be put out. Their lights need to be put out. They need to put out their damn misery. A bunch of damn reprobates. So he says what? Laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may lay hold on eternal life. And what is that good foundation? What did Yahweh tell that brother? Matter of fact, let me grab it. Let's go to Matthew real quick before I come back to Timothy and finish it. But let's grab Matthew, right? And what Mashiach tell his brother, and this is what our people don't understand. That's why when you go into Revelations, the 11th chapter, when he spoke about what these people be thinking that, oh, he was talking about the fucking the wild olive trees and all this. Oh, the branches that was broken off in the wild olive tree. That's talking about the other nations. You out your goddamn mind. It's always talking about the Israelites. Period. It ain't talking about no heathens. Ain't no heathens got no place in here. This book is about the Israelites. That's it. Period. The Old Testament, the Apocrypha, and the New Testament. It's all about the Israelites. Period. Right? Well, let me grab this in Matthew. Matthew 19. Right? And I'm going to start at 16, but then I'm going to jump down because I don't want to read it all. Matthew 16. And I'm going to jump down. Matthew 19:16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good things shall I do that I may have eternal life? And Yahweh shall go speak about him keeping the commandments. See? But then he's going to transition from the commandments to faith. Let me jump down to verse 20. Matthew 19:20. The young men said unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? And what did he ask him? He said, okay, I did all this. I kept the commandments. Where am I lacking at? And what did Yahweh Shai gonna tell him? Yahweh Shai said unto him, if thou will be perfect, and what that perfect was talking about. A lot of our people don't even know that. They don't even know what that's talking about. If you will be perfect. What was it talking about? Yahweh Shai was talking about faith, man. Faith. Right? Matter of fact, let me grab that quick precept real quick. To show that it's talking about faith. He said, if thou will be perfect, and you go to James, the 2nd chapter, and the 22nd verse. I'm going to start at 21. Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar? Verse 22. Seeing thou how faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect. So when Yahweh Shai told that brother, and he said that what? If thou will be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give it to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. What was Yahweh Shai telling him? To basically be established in the faith, man. That's what he was telling him. See? Building up that treasure of being established in the faith to store up that treasure, those works of faith with Yahweh Shai. See? So just the commandments alone ain't gonna get it, man. It ain't gonna get it. You need something else. You need something more, which is the faith. You need that, and a lot of people don't get it. You think that, oh, just the commandment. It ain't just that. It's a good deed to keep them. It's a beautiful thing to keep our heritage. See? But you need faith, man, because a lot of our people, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna fucking make it. When the time come down, when the shit come down, when these devils come down with great wrath, man, you think the commandments gonna get you through it? No, it's the faith gonna get you through it, man. See? And a lot of our people, you gonna be scared. What he said, what did Mashiach say in St. Mark? Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick before I grab my next one. What is that? St. Mark 8:35, I think. 8:35, he says what? Whosoever, one of my favorites, for whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. And you're going to have a bunch of our people that's going to do what? What they going to do? They're going to be offered that chip, that mark of the beast, and guess what they do? To save their life, they're going to take it. And guess what? You're going to lose your damn life. You know what I mean? So many of our people that's running around crying and complaining about money. We're not even complaining. Money is their everything. See? Once again, ain't nothing wrong with it if you're using it for good. See? Ain't nothing wrong with it. But a lot of our people, they put their all in that shit. See? And they ain't going to be able to help you, man, in a time of trouble. If the Most High put a sickness on your ass right now, you think it's going to be able to help you? You think it's going to take away that sickness? Hell no, your ass going to perish. See? Because you put too much trust in that shit, man. It ain't going to be able to help you. And it says what? For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, meaning what? This truth. It ain't talking about no anybody. He's talking to you Israelites, man. That you do what? Lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall save it. So if you got that kind of faith where you will actually be willing to lose your life for the sake of this truth, for the sake of being faithful towards Yahweh Shem Shah, you good. You good, man. You good. Because you the ones that he want. You the ones that he requiring. You the ones that he interested in. He ain't interested in our people that ain't got that kind of faith, man. And a lot of our people, you gonna fail. You gonna fucking fail. Because why? You want this tangible shit, and then you want to be walking the earth. You thinking that you ain't got the faith. Faith is a strong thing, man. And me, I'm putting in my mind daily to come to the point where I'm gonna actually be willing to lay my life down for Yahweh Shai. He did it for us. Yahweh Shai did it for us. So how much more should we do it? We should be in that same mindset, man. to be willing to die for this truth. See? And a lot of our people, they don't have that faith in them. They don't have that spirit on them, man. See? These wicked ass niggas are lay down their life for some damn block, some damn street shit. Nah, nigga, I'm gonna lay down my life for this right here. See? And I go against anybody behind this truth. Anybody. But going back to my point, to make my point, going back to it, Matthew 19 and verse 21. Yahawashi said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, meaning being to have faith, go and sell that thou hast and give it to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. And what was those treasures in heaven that he was concerned about? Those works of those good works of those good works of faith. What was it? What treasure was he talking about? Let's grab it. 2nd Ezra 5, 6 and 5. 2nd Ezra 6 and 5. Second Ezra chapter 6 and I started 3. Before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot, or the present years were sought out, or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed that have gathered faith for a treasure. See? And that's a treasure we should supposed to be focusing on. Those works of faith. That's why he said to Abraham, was not Abraham found faithful when he did these particular things? See? Yeah, man, we supposed to be coming in that same stead. And this ain't talking about no all people. It's only concerning you Israelites, man. That's what it's concerning. Period, point blank. But what it says, what? Again, before they were sealed that have gathered faith for a treasure. See? And who was that he had sealed? That 144,000, his elect. Before the earth was ever created, Yahweh had to put these certain spirits that's going to go into Israelites, and the elect was already established in before the earth was already created. And that elect, when you transcend down, when you go to Revelation 7th chapter, those are the elect was still that 144,000 and that great multitude of our people. See, that you're already sealed. You're already sealed. Before those of our people that's going to be established in the faith, you already been sealed before you was even established in the faith. And those that's not, you already been sealed unto that. Period. So you got a lot of our people that's going to make it, and a lot of our people that's going to die. And it's just that damn simple. See? And you're going to have martyrs. You're going to have those of us that's going to be martyrs for this truth. See? Put that in your mind. Because that's going to come down the pipe. And a lot of jakes, you don't want, of course we want to live. But hey, if we got to lay it down for Yahweh to show our faith towards our God, that's what we are ready to do. And I ain't just talking. That's all the way in me, sealed in me by Yahweh Shah. Because it ain't about talking, man. It's about actions. And that's why I say all the time, I can't wait till all hell break loose. Because, hey, every man is you're gonna be tested. For the words you speak, I speak honesty. And for the words we speak, you're gonna be tested according to those words, man. You're gonna be tested. So everybody can say what they will do. No, fuck that, man. You gotta say fuck this life when it comes to this truth, man. Because you might be put in a position where you gotta lay it down to show you how about that you believe in him. So what you gonna do? You better make your decision now, man. You better make it right motherfucking now. See? Because if you be waiting to that time of tribulation to make that decision, when you didn't already make it, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it, man. Period. Well, let me finish out did I want something else? Yeah, I'll let that suffice. Let me go back to that Timothy and finish that out. But let me grab this real quick. Read these that the brother put in there. Isaiah Allah put in there Psalms 68 and 2. As smoke is drawn away, so drive them away as wax melted before the fire. So let the wicked perish at the presence of Yahweh. Verse 3. But let the righteous be glad. Let them rejoice before power. Yea, let them exceedingly rejoice. Same brother Isaiah put in that God, Proverbs 11 and 10. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoice. And when the wicked perish, there is shouting. And man, we gonna rejoice when these damn devils is taken down, man. We gonna rejoice. That's one of the reasons why when you go into Revelation the 15th chapter and Revelation the 14th chapter, see what he say that those that's going to be rejoicing when you go. Matter of fact, let me just grab it. When you go into Revelations 11 and 13, right? Revelations 11 and verse 13. See, because we got one point, we're going to be saved, that the elect going to be saved, and then when we be saved, we're going to be rejoicing that we're going to be seeing the destruction that's going to take place. See? And it's for those that are of the household of faith. You see? The house of David, right? The elect. And it says, let me start up real quick. And it says, I'm going to start at 11 and read down to 13. Revelations 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life of Yahweh entered into them. And they stood upon our feet, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And that's what's taking place right now. See? And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, meaning in that chariot, the same thing that Enoch went up in, the same thing that Elijah went up in, the same thing that Yahawacha went up in. We're going up in that too, right? And the same hour, there was a great earthquake. What? After the elect was saved, what happened? The ultimate destruction came upon Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. And it says what? And the same hour, there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000, meaning a complete number. See? And it says what? And what? And the remnant were affrighted, meaning those that were saved, those Israelites that were saved in that time, is what? And were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. See that? So when we be up and say that glory, we're gonna be rejoicing. We're gonna be rejoicing at the fall of Babylon, man. Let's grab that. Right? Revelations 15 and verse 1. And I saw, and these things supposed to comfort you, but you're supposed to be established in the faith and repent. Turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. See? So, and be hope that you will receive this. Hope that you'll be a part to receive this and experience this. See? And it says what? And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues. For in them is filled up the wrath of Yahweh. And I saw as it were a sea of glass, mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh. And they what? And they sung as it were Slaki. And they sung the song of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Yahweh power almighty, just and true, and Slaki, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. And who are the saints? The Israelites. But what he said, we're going to be rejoicing. We're going to be rejoicing. Grab it 14, Revelations 14, and let's start at 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood upon Mount Zion. This is when we come back down. Well, what? And it says what? And with him, the 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, Yahawacha, and the voice of a great thunder, Yahweh. And I heard the harpers harping with their harps. And who was that harping with their harps? That was us. And those harps was the sound of what? Rejoicing. See? See? So we're going to be rejoicing, man. We're going to be rejoicing. But let me go back to that what the brother put in. Right quick. We're going to wrap it up. And it says, Isaiah put in Proverbs 11 and 10. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth. And when the wicked perish, there is rejoicing. There is shouting, right? And matter of fact, what is that other one? What is that in Isaiah? Is it Isaiah? Yeah, matter of fact, let me grab that one too. Damn. Man, it's through the spirit anyway, man, so it don't matter. Isaiah 13, or is it 14? Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14. And what's going to happen when these wicked motherfuckers is taken out? Isaiah 14, and let's start at 4. And once again, you got to understand that every time it's mentioned in the scriptures, it ain't always talking about ancient Babylon. We're in modern day Babylon, so this is applicable. And it says what? You can apply it. And it says what? That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke. He that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindering. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. What? They do what? They break forth into singing. Yea, the fire trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no filler has come up against us. See? So when these devils are taking our power, everybody gonna rejoice. And we the number one nation that's gonna be rejoicing at the fall of these damn devils. See? But let's get some more. The brother YAHACHARAB put in Psalms 147 and 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, and his statutes and his judgment unto YAHACHARAB. Verse 20, he had not dealt so with any nation. As far as his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh, call on me like Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, right? And that's what it is. See? So don't no other nations know this other than us. We're the only people that know it. Same brother YAHACHARAB, Amos 3 and 2. Only you have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. And that's one of the reasons why we severely get punished. See? Why the Most High gave us into the hands of these wicked-ass devils, and they took everything from us. Our land, our nationality, our heritage, and our culture. See? And they took it because of what? Because of our wickedness. But now we're doing what? We return it back to our power. See? And that's why he's giving it all back to us. Our identity, our heritage, our faith, and our culture. He's giving it all back to us. See? And we the ones that's going to be delivering in this time. 2/3 of our people, they got to go. They ain't going to make it. They ain't going to make it. YAHACHARAB, oh, you kind of put it in that Revelation 11. Right. After these, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. That's why I was mentioning that pertaining to that trumpet. When that trumpet shall give a sound, they shall be suddenly afraid. Yeah, they're afraid now. When this form of the trumpet is being sounded, with us preaching this truth. See? And when that trumpet of war go out, they really gonna be motherfucking afraid. All right? He pulled over just to smoke a damn cigarette. Mouth probably smell like a goddamn ashtray. Shit. The fuck? Little dusty, dirty ass gonna come pull over and then go smoke whatever you smoke right there. You just pulled over, got out of the car, lit that shit, start smoking, and then got back in the car and then drove off. I know your pillow stink. Right, but let me, damn ears ringing. Isaiah, Psalms 58 and 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. And they ain't literally talking about us literally walking and stepping our feet in the blood of these damn devils. They ain't talking about us walking in their blood. You know, that's talking about us rejoicing. Rejoicing when we see the fall of these damn devils, man. Verse 11. So that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a power that judgeth in the earth. Khan. Yahweh nah. Shalom, brother. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Brakatah. Sadakaram. Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Brakatah. YAHACHARAB put in Ecclesiasticus 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. And hey, man, hey, and that's hey. Hey man, I try to instill in myself. Well, I pray to Yahweh Shai that He instill some overwhelming amount of faith in me, man. I swear, man. I swear. That's why I say the shit I say. And I mean what I say, man. Because I wouldn't be here without my power. And I always tell a testimony of the shit, the situation that what I went through. And I always glory in that too, man. Because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my power. So the life that I got now, hey man, I'm submitting it to Him. Fuck me, I'm submitting it totally to Him, man. And I'm allowing faith to carry me the way, man. To carry me. And if I gotta lay it down to show my faith to Yahweh Shai, that's what, hey, I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do it. Because I damn sure ain't ready to give my life up for no wicked shit. But for Yahweh Shai, for this righteousness, for this truth, then hell yeah, just like what Mark say. Well, I'm ready to do that. See? So I'll be glad when all hell breaks loose. Because I'm allowing faith to carry me the way, man. Because man, that shit. Exactly what St. Mark, the 8th chapter and the 35th verse say, hey, I mean that shit. I mean that. Same brother, YAHACHARAB put in Psalms 91:8. Only with thy eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked kind. Hey, that's what we gonna be doing. That's what the elect of Yahweh Shai gonna be doing. And I pray Yahweh Shai be a part of that. But that's what they gonna doing. See? Revelations 14:1, Revelations 15. Hey, it told you that this is what we gonna be doing. We gonna be looking down on these damn people, man. See? And a lot of our people that's unbelievers, they don't believe that. They don't believe, they don't know nothing about, they don't think that, you got individuals that's in this truth that don't even believe that. Well, I'm gonna say, let me rephrase that. They say that they're in the truth. They don't even fucking believe in the chariots. Dude, you can't possibly think your ass gonna make it. Psalms 91:9, because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. Verse 10, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling. And that's for the elect, though. That ain't for all our people. That's only for the elect of Yahweh Shai. Period, point blank. And all our adversaries and enemies, they all gonna be taken down and destroyed. See? But I'm gonna end it off there. The water for you brothers coming in and stopping in and visiting, right? And we gonna give all honor, praise, and glory to our Father Yahweh, man, through Yahweh Shai. Call on Him like Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kahak Kodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles, the men of great millstone, whom Yahweh Shai has set up to establish and teach and preach the true doctrine of Yahweh Shai. And to the Akim and Akwaz, well, to the house of David, to the rest of the brother on down, the brother that's teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Shai. Shalom by Yahshua Dawada, and to the Akim and Akwaz that's out there repenting. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans whose fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob, Yasha Allah. Shalom to you, my speaker. Shalom. You guys and you brothers and your sisters out there, y'all have a blessed day. Meditate in the words of Yahweh Shai day and night. Shalom.